This is just the panel light, the RGB panel light on me. Now, if I switch it to the COB light, that's directly on me. I'm almost blinded because it's a very intense little dot of light. Welcome to the channel. My name is Charles Wollertz, this is Wollertz Photography, and today we're gonna compare the differences between a COB light and an LED panel light. Now, what are the differences? Why is one small and compact and portable, and the other one is thin and compact and portable? Seriously, what are the differences between these two? The COB light, the COB light, is chip on board. And there's a whole bunch of little tiny miniature LED lights in here that make a focus beam. That's on 1%, by the way. The LED light, like this one, has like 600 or 800 lights, and it's a little bit wider, so theoretically, the light should be a little bit softer. Now, we'll be testing that here in a minute. Both of these lights are RGB, red, green, and blue, which means they can pretty much make up any color out there. And I can control them with my phone. So I can go here to the HSI. Whoa, hold on. Let's go dim, that's way too bright. And now you can see that they're both blue. I can make them red, I can make them green, whatever color I like, and whatever intensity I'd like on both of them. If you've been following my channel, you know that I've been playing around with different lights, and you're probably irritated of all the different colors I've been showing, and this light close to me, that light on the other side. I literally been, for the last few weeks, I've been playing around with these lights, and let me dim these a little bit because they're a little bit bright. I've been testing it to see what the differences are. When to use one over the other. I like the white, clear light. That's a warmer light, so it just kind of gives me a nice little side light or a backlight, and that's what I've been using these for. You can see that this is a way smaller head, so it's a focus light. Things like this usually come with something like this to center that light. Now this is a Bowens mount. So now that light is a lot more intense, which is a single source light. This is great for replicating or pretending to be sunlight. You can use a subject, you can literally make it look like a sunlight, like natural sunlight. This one works great with different modifiers, again, because it's got that Bowens mount. So in this particular light, I click the button, unhook that. Now I can use this globe thing. See, so now I have a lantern softbox on this COB light. I can also attach this softbox. Somehow I hit the effects button and now it's doing all kinds of weird, but see, now I have a softbox it's a little irritating. Hold on a sec. There we go. Back to normal. So now I have a softbox, something that I could use for photography or videography. Very soft lighting coming out of this panel. Okay, so this one takes all kinds of modifiers because it has the Bowens mount. This one, not so much. Now they do sell diffusers specifically for panel lights. They're not as deep as something like this. It will be about halfway. And then you just kind of Velcro it to your panel light. They work great. I have two of them, but to be honest with you, I don't know where I put them. They're in one of my boxes somewhere with the photography equipment, probably the last job I did. This light is a lot wider. It's got a wider range than this one. This is a focus beam, especially when you put this hood on. This is more, there we go. This is a more direct light, and that's kind of how it's meant to be used because that's on everything. This doesn't come with accessories, it only has the barn doors, so you control that direction of the light. This one tends to be a little bit softer because it's a wider area that's lighting. It's also slim. You can see how small it is. It's very small and compact. You can put this in a small studio, you put it in the corner, and it does pretty good lighting. They're either bicolored or RGB. When they're bicolored, they have warm lights and white bluish lights. So that's your different temperatures and your different settings and temperatures. So your cool light is gonna be a little bluer, white blue light, and your warm light is gonna have an orange tint. So when you buy one of these, if they say bicolored, that's the only two colors it has. It gives you range, your temperature range across your camera. When they have RGB, red, green, and blue, that means that they can create pretty much any color out there. All right, so side by side, this one punchy, this one slightly softer, and I'll show you here an example in a second. Modifiers, this one takes pretty much anything that's Bowens mount. This one, not so much. Now, do you need modifiers? modifying the light is great for creative photography. This ones are designed to take on modifiers. If you have 2 or 3 panel lights, now you can light up a studio and you're not gonna be needing a modifier as if you had 2 or 3 of these. These are more focused, intent beams of light. Now, both of them take stands. So bulk-wise, look how deep this one is. This one is narrower, but it still needs a stand and it needs everything else. A plug, it does run on battery, but I don't have the attachment for that. This one is a portable COB light, a COB light. The one that's back there is plugged into the wall. The one that's behind me here in the camera, behind the camera, is also plugged to the wall, plugged into the outlet. So there's different versions for whatever your needs are. Let me do that. Let me put this over there so you can see the difference. Okay, I'm gonna hide this one, or I'll just turn it off because I don't need it right now. And I just shut off the panel light. So this is one light on the diffuser, on me, one light. If I turn it off, it got really dark in here. Now I'm gonna turn the panel light, and it's dim, it's only at 15%. So I'm gonna go, whoa, that's a little bit too bright. Okay, how's that? That is 10% with only one light without a modifier. Let me go up a little more. I'm trying to see myself in the camera. Okay, that's 16%. Okay, so now I went out and got my diffuser. So you just literally the 5-in-1, that's the diffuser screen, and I put it in front of the LED panel. So now you can see the difference between, I'm gonna leave that one on. So right now, I'm on the LED panel with that one diffuser close to the camera. I can see my, no, that's not my shadow. Yeah, I can see my shadow in the background from that light. Maybe it's a little bit intense. Let me drop the intensity a little bit. So off, and that's the COB light with a diffuser and a grid. So you can see that the difference is actually not that bad. I mean, yeah, they're in different sides of me, but the quality of light from both of them is very similar. Let's try it here with a product and see how that does. Okay, so here we have this lens as a product, and right now we have the panel light without any diffusion, and that's what it looks like. Let me switch to the COB light, same intensity, without diffusion. That's the difference. You can see a little of that shadow in the background. When I switch back to the panel light, you still have that shadow. The panel seems to have a better spread of light, where the COB light is very directed. So now let me change and put a diffuser on both of them. Okay, so this here is the COB light with a diffuser. You can see how it is beautiful, nice, simple lighting. Okay, so this is the light from the panel with a diffuser. Same distance, same setting, same intensity. Again, beautiful light. All right, so based on those real world tests, you've seen this light directly on me compared to a COB light. You've seen the COB light compared to the panel light on a product. You've seen them both diffused. Could you really tell the difference? In my opinion, using these for so many days now, so many weeks, this one, the COB light, is great when you want to add modifiers because it takes pretty much anything you have. Anything that's Bowens mount, you can mount onto a COB light. When you're using panel lights, they're a little bit more restricted, but you don't need that much to modify these lights. They're meant to illuminate a whole studio. You have 3 or 4 of these around the room. You got beautiful even lighting. You don't really have to modify that much. The bigger the panel is, the more softer that light's gonna be. So the larger your light source, the softer that light. That's why we add diffusers to COB lights, because they're a very narrow beam of light. Both of them put incredible lighting out, good quality. Both are RGB, you can control the colors, you can do anything. And before I get too carried away here, no, this is not sponsored by Neewer. I'm using these lights because these are the prices that Neewer is giving on the photography competition. So, by the way, have you voted yet? Have you rated the images on the website? Because whoever wins this competition is gonna be getting this one, the PL60C RGB LED light. Again, you've seen them control for the phone. It's got excellent features. This is not an ad for Neewer, so I'm not gonna get into it. But please go onto the website. I'll put a link right here so you can judge and rate all of the images. Anyway, back to the video. Which one should you get? depends on the space and your limitations. If you have a tight space, something like this, that's only 3 or 4 inches wide, it works great to illuminate the whole setup. If you have a little bit more room and you want to use a diffuser like this, the light is beautiful and it has the flexibility of being able to use any modifier. So each one has its ups and downs, I guess, but they both produce great quality lighting. Both of these here especially have effects. Lightning or paparazzi would probably be very annoying. Yes, that is a defective light bulb, so they'll flicker, I'm guessing, or an explosion, or let's simulate welding, wow, or a hue flash. See, both of them are doing the same thing and synchronized. So they both do pretty much the same thing. It's just how many attachments do you want to use, or how do I go back to just normal light? Now you can see how it gives me a nice light. It separates me from the background. I find that having this one near me like this, it kind of illuminates my face. When I did the video with the flashes, it illuminated everything beautifully. But I also had a COB light in front of me, so it's it's very interesting trying to figure out which one's best. And to me, it comes down to space. If you need small area lit, I would go with a panel light. If you don't mind all the accessories and everything else that comes with the COB light, because you're going to be purchasing a lot more accessories, then the COB light is a great investment, a great way to go. If I had to choose, oh, it's a tough decision, but I think I would go with it. You know, I don't know. I don't know that I can choose. In a tight space, I've always gone with the panel lights. When I was filming inside my motorhome, I was using the panel lights because of space. Now that I'm renting this building here, I can use the COB lights because I have plenty of room and I don't care about the diffusers or the globes or this other one here. So when it comes to space, I think that's what will be making the decision for you. Now, let me know in the comments which one you prefer. Like, why one over the other? Have you tried any of these? I've looked for videos to try to inspire me on the differences, and I didn't find anything. It was just more people trying to sell a product, nothing comparing light source from light source. Now, again, you can get a diffuser that's made for this, for the panel light, and it'll soften the light just like this. The downside is you only have that diffuser. You can't use a Bowens mount and get pretty much any other light modifier that you can with a COB light. COB lights are a little bit more focus beam. This one's a little bit softer, not much, but it's a little bit softer. And the more distance you have between you and your light, it's gonna soften even more. But once you add a diffusing panel, you can't tell the difference. So if you need space, this is the way to go. If you don't mind space and you want more attachments, bigger investment, this is the way to go. Anyway, I hope this was enlightening in any way. If it was, please consider subscribing to the channel, give the video a like, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. This is just the panel light, the RGB panel light on me. Now, if I switch it to the COB light, that's directly on me. I'm almost blinded because it's a very intense little dot of light. If I switch to the panel light, it's also very bright, but it's a much wider scene. So I don't know, can you spot the difference? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure when I edit the video, I'll see more, but right now trying to see myself in the screen over there is extremely difficult. Again, that's the COB light only, panel light only. I know they're opposite sides, but it should be fairly simple to spot the difference in the intensity or the quality of the light. The COB light is a little bit brighter than the LED light, and that's just because I had it set that way. Now they're both at 30%, and you can see the difference between one or the other. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. I'm kind of blind now.